Dr. King is usually credited for the March on Washington in August of 1963, but it was Bayard Rustin who organized and strategized in the shadows. As a gay man who had controversial ties to communism, he was considered too much of a liability to be on the front lines of the movement. Nonetheless, he was considered to be one of the most brilliant minds and served his community tirelessly while pushing for more jobs and better wages. Rebecca Lee Crumpler was the first Black woman to earn a medical degree in the United States. She battled deep-seated prejudice against Blacks and women in medicine. She was subjected to intense racism, but persevered and published her book of medical discourses. Without Robert S. Abbott's creative vision, many of the Black publications of today, such as Ebony, Essence, Black Enterprises, and Upscale, wouldn't exist. In 1905, Abbott founded the Chicago Defender weekly newspaper. The paper originally started out as a 4-page pamphlet, increasing in circulation with every edition. Abbott and his newspaper played an integral part in encouraging African Americans to migrate from the South for better economic opportunities. 9 months before Rosa Parks did it, Claudette Colvins was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on the bus to a white passenger. Because she was 15, unmarried, and pregnant, Black leaders wouldn't let her be the face of the movement. Nonetheless, her actions inspired Rosa Parks, and her case was eventually brought up in the Supreme Court trial that ended bus segregation permanently. Sister Rosetta Tharpe spent the late 1930s and 1940s experimenting with her distinctive guitar style that fused jazz, blues, and gospel. Known as the godmother of rock and roll, she influenced Elvis, Chuck Berry, Aretha Franklin, and countless others. Benjamin O. Davis Sr. was the first Black general in the American military. He served for 50 years as a temporary first lieutenant at an all-Black unit during the Spanish-American War. Throughout his service, Davis Sr. was a professor of military science at the Tuskegee and Wilberforce University, a commander of the 369th Regiment, New York National Guard, and special assistant to the Secretary of the Army. When he retired in 1948, President Harry Truman oversaw the public ceremony. Kimberly William Crenshaw is a lawyer, activist, scholar, and philosopher who developed the much-debated theory of intersectionality. Coined in 1989, intersectionality describes how class, race, gender, and other identifiers intersect and overlap, potentially causing their efforts to compound. The idea of intersectionality has expanded our understanding of discrimination.